Hey guys, Jen with Astro T Astrology, talking to you today about the new moon coming up in Cancer on July 5th. And I thought, since it's a new moon in Cancer, why not bring another video from the water? So just in a little bit of Cancer form. So this is happening on July 5th, again, the day after the 4th of July. And I think fireworks have already started. It's the 4th tomorrow, but this is going to be at 14 degrees, 23 minutes of Cancer. So this new moon, we have squaring the nodes. So it's squaring the north and south node. And what does that mean? That means we call this at the bendings. So what the bendings mean is that it's a crucial time. This is a big change or a turning point. This can be a positive turning point or a crisis point, but this is a call to act. So this new moon, be it in Cancer, and that kind of calm, like, homey, mommy kind of sign, think is a little bit like mommy telling you, like, look, grow up and straighten up because things got to get done. Because this moon in Cancer is not a calm one. Because it is also themes of family, your emotional and intuitive self, and remember that Neptune, if you watch the video of what's going on this July, I'll put a link to it in the description. So definitely check that out if you haven't yet. But we have Neptune stationing to go retrograde. So while it's stationed, it's really kind of clearing things up for us. So this is also at 29th degree, 56 minutes of Pisces. So that is right at the end, that critical degree. So expect a lot of emotions coming up, a lot of intuitiveness. Whoop, we're rocking a little bit here. So the water signs really play a pivotal role at this time. You see, they're playing a pivotal role. They're bouncing us all over the place. Cancer, Pisces mainly are the two. Scorpio's a little bit in the background on this one. The new moons, as always, are about new starts, planting seeds, literally and figuratively, more figuratively now, out with the old and in with the new. So since this is at this crucial point, the bendings, the nodes, the squaring the nodes, what is it that we need to face and to deal with? I have a bug crawling on me. So knowing and sensing what this is and knowing the astrology that's coming up can really help. It gives us a leg up to know, all right, I'm going to expect that I'm going to be a little emotional. I'm going to expect that there's going to be some crazy stuff coming up, that my, intuitive self, you really want to open that mind up and really kind of take in all that, info that's getting downloaded. Use that clear crystal, check out that video too, to know how to use that to really help to clear up what is confusing to us, because that can really help in a time like this where we're getting news from all over the place. We're unsure of what's going on, we're unsure of how to proceed. There's also this new moon, this stupid bug, all right, I think I got rid of it, is applying conjunction to Venus. So Venus is that, we're working towards love, working towards harmony. We know what we want. We know we want in companionship, what pleasures we seek. We want financial security. So we're on our way to being a more compassionate, understanding, that Venusian, you are more understanding, you are more, harmonized, you're more fair and balanced, and you want to be more fair and balanced. So this seed or new intention is a dream that we are building with this new moon, moving towards happiness, because that's what we all want, right? We all want happiness. This new moon is also sextile to Mars in Taurus. So a lot of that Venusian kind of energy going on. So this encourages us to make a change in our physical being as well. We don't want to be stationary, even though Taurus is that fixed sign, but that Mars is really kind of giving us that push. We want to, maybe begin a workout routine. We want to grow that self-esteem so we feel better about ourselves. What is our long-term goals? To be successful, build good karma, and you need to be likable, caring, approachable to be able to get that in return. So what you put out is what you get back. So you want to be, you know, that open person that, you know, people can come and talk to when they want to. The better you feel about yourself, the more positively you can perceive yourself with confidence. Got a boat coming by in the background, so definitely check that out. There it goes. So we also want to be pushed. This Mars is pushing us to be financially and just mentally independent, because we also, again, with this square to the nodes, the nodes are in North Node in Aries, and the South Node is in Libra. So we're moving away from that South Node, that dependence, moving towards that independence. So the full moon is also trying to Saturn. So building that good foundation. It's also Jupiter and Uranus are trine Pluto. So bigger and better transformations coming. And we see that what's going on in America right now, there's a lot. So still keeping on a personal scale, Chiron is squaring Venus. So weaknesses in love and relationships and how we handle money might really come popping up. And these are the things that we might have to deal with. Mercury opposes Pluto, might cause that paranoia. Remember, we have that coming up, that jealousy, suspicion. So what is our gut telling us? Is it telling us that, you know, this is just like unfounded, or maybe it's telling us a little bit more? So that crucial time, don't forget, we are at the bending. So make that change. Start a life of independence. Maybe you need to be able to really take care of yourself, and be, you know, being dependent on others can also make you feel a little bit trapped. So be balanced in your relationship. You know, have a balanced relationship where you're equals. The nodes in Aries, you know, and in Libra, and being at this new moon, at the bendings, work towards that Aries independence. You know, you might need to just break free. You know, also this could be in a business partnership. Maybe your business partner is holding you back. So these are some things you want to look at that you might need to break free of. The new moon takes place actually the day after our nation's independence. So let's see what this is on a more nationwide scale. So it's very obvious there's going to be some critical changing coming our way. If you guys, you know, see the way this month has started and the last, you know, June ended, we see a lot of things popping up and a lot of people going through a little bit of desperation of what's coming up with these elections. So definitely check out my last 2 videos if you haven't yet. Again, I'll leave the links in the description. So the astrology of July and the Saturn retrograde are really key to kind of look back on, to then look forward on. So we all have heard, can't say that you haven't, we've heard about this debate. Now, with the Neptune stationing retrograde, I think it really kind of like opened that curtain, almost kind of like the Wizard of Oz, when the curtain's open and like, okay, this is not what I expected. I kind of expected a little bit more. You know, I've heard some rumblings, but all of a sudden everything is kind of made clear and is a little bit scary if you ask me. You know, what is our gut telling us? I think the critical changes that are coming to our nation, will be with the candidates themselves. Honestly, you know, do we feel that little Joey here is going to be the nominee going forward, or will the new moon have, you know, that empathy for what could possibly be, I don't know, elder abuse? Looks like to me, what critical change is really going to come that needs to be for the good of our country? You know, we got to think seriously about this. You know, this is our country, and we can't just vote based on, you know, whether we like somebody or don't like somebody. We have to vote on what is good for our country. And I'm not saying go out and vote for Trump. I'm saying I think that we need to get a new candidate that will be a good option to go against Trump, so that we have an even scale, because we do not have the scales even right now. We have somebody that is, I think, that really kind of has been enlightening to see what they've been kind of hiding. So this new moon again takes place the day after the US's 248th birthday. and during the US Pluto return. The nation is already seeing transformation, things happening in government that I never thought I'd see. Desperation on each side, warning each other about what could happen if the other side wins. You know, pretty much the end of democracy on one hand, and then, you know, I think on both sides they're kind of saying that, and it's really scary. And I think, you know, with what's going on, we need to really illuminate our visions and just know what is right and what is wrong and vote that way. So, you know, is fear going to win out? Do we need to, you know, we need to feel what is right. That Neptune station illuminating, pulling the wool that has been, moving the wool that's been pulled over our eyes. And, you know, that's kind of what really is scary to me. Let me know what you think, because I'd like to know what y'all think. I'd definitely leave a comment, because I think, you know, I'd like to hear what everyone thinks about what we've just learned, about what's going on. You know, who do you think, if they replace, you know, him as the candidate, who's it gonna be? You know, I have done some looking into Kamala Harris's chart, because I know she's a big contender. She's got the new moon happening in her second house, which I find kind of interesting. Also, Gavin Newsom is up there, and this is going on in his 11th house. And he is really one that's been putting himself out there a lot. I think that being that the new moon is in the 11th house, I expect to see that a lot more. He's really going to be out more on kind of like a tourism scale. I think he's going to be going and doing a lot of interviews and putting his face out there for everyone to see. Really kind of, you know, look at me. And I have also been asked in comments that to do a little bit of look-see at Michelle Obama's chart, but unfortunately I can't find a good birth time for her, so I really don't trust what I have, so I haven't had a chance to really look into that. If you guys have a really accurate birth time, if anyone knows that, please leave that in the comments, because I would love to check that out, because I think that's really interesting also. So unfortunately I don't have that. So we will be, you know, in for a lot, you know, as this full moon comes to fruition, you know, when we're moving up to that Capricorn full moon. So this is the new moon, the start of this cycle. And I've talked about this second full moon in Capricorn coming at the end of the month, that is at the 29th degree. And really Capricorn is about the higher ups, about government, is about leaders, and kind of like breaking down that, like, they're at their peak now, and it's about time that they almost are kind of done with their peak. And being the second one, and we've already seen a lot of stuff coming out, you know, we have one getting convicted of different crimes, and then we have one, you know, looking a little mentally incapacitated. So I think it'll be a really interesting rest of the month. I hope you guys stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe and leave comments, because comments do help the channel grow and get the information out there. I'd love to hear your thoughts also. So please comment and hit the notification bell, because we have a lot of little videos about each candidate coming up and anything I can find on them. So definitely stay tuned, and we will see what we have going forward with this new moon and how we're going to move ahead. Have a great day. Bye.